welcome to Q4. Go ahead and drop your September wins in the comments as I am letting people into the meeting room, and I will get Miss Amy unmuted and I will get Miss Brittney unmuted.
What's up, everyone? All these beautiful faces and names, man. What a month end and what a month start.
It has been something, hasn't it?
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's all running together.
I know. You know, it's wild. It's like, I just still remember always telling you, like, one day we're going to work together, and like, here we are.
You did. You said that for like 5 years.
I was
that's
like, one day we're going to work together.
And I would always be like, yeah, when you joined Color Street in my head.
Right. Well, ironically, today is my 1 year anniversary of resigning from my last company. And then I signed up for pharmacy tomorrow, the next day. And so, yeah, so we're celebrating 1 year. We've got people sharing their wins. Amy, you want to read off some of the wins while everyone's coming into the meeting room?
Wins. Wins. There's so many wins, you guys. We have so many ranks. Are we talking about rank ups and
all of them? It
in the
sounds
chat.
like
In the chat.
Yeah, we've got a director,
Nicole,
second month.
Let's see. Okay, Courtney got back to 18. Christine got her first rank and her first customer. Well done. That is very exciting. Chablis lined up a place to do an open house. That's fantastic. Heather got golden. Woo woo! Ashley, your team and you guys got a new rank in September. Tara, third month of director. Woo, yeah, that's amazing. Well, Christine.
New customer in the UK. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. Christine is taking the plunge and joining. That's her win, is signing up and getting going. Heck yeah. Trisha, director month 2. Oh, Sharon tripled your PV in September, signed 2 more people, jumped 3 ranks. Hello. Win, 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 win all around. Woo. All right, back to 15, says Jen. Sarah left her corporate job, having all faith in pharmacy. This is, you guys, everybody, there's so many wins. You guys are on fire. I can't even keep up with them all. It's going crazy.
Wow.
I am pumped, and I'm so excited that we're all coming together for the big kickoff call. Oh my gosh, we have more people in the waiting room. I'm sorry, you guys. It's going to be a big one tonight. September was amazing. Emery said on the call today that it was a record-breaking, the biggest September that they had ever had. And I think for our team, it was our biggest month as well. So we are going to be rolling into Q4 on fire. And if you know anything about direct sales, network marketing, sales space in general, you know, Q4 is where all of the money is made, is where leaders are made, is where rank advancements happen, it's where the belief happens. Like there's so much energy. And so like this is like our Super Bowl. Like we have been working all year for Q4, and today is when it kicks off. So we wanted to bring you guys all together so we could just get everyone excited. We could share some tips. We could do some recognition. And I think we should probably start with recognition. What do you think, Brittney?
Sounds great.
So Amy.
Yeah, I was going to say Amy probably would make sense there.
Oh, I got lots. We got lots going on here. So I will start. What do you want me to do for recognition?
What about just doing sales and sales and enrolling, like some of the tops, and then we could do our just individual teams as far as director net promotions.
Okay, yeah, because when I do the sales and the thingies, I do it for everybody, so it's all everybody. So let me go back in here. I'm gonna say some names here. We have 1 second. I gotta pull up my report. Give me 2 seconds here. I just exited out of my report. I'm just gonna open it up really quickly. My bad, you guys.
You could just open your stories. You posted a bunch on your stories today.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, here we go. So let's go top recruiters. Here we go. So we had Brittney, top recruiter. We had Brooke Rash. we had Danielle Baker, we had Suzanne Bissett, we had Teresa Myra, Jennifer Myers, Chichi, we had Elaine, and we had Jill McVicker for top recruiters. And then top sellers, we had Monique Tubo, we had Jennifer Ford, we had Teresa Myra, Jill McVicker, Angelica Stangen, we had Crystal Brown, Susan Gorman Shaw, Karen Hesser, Donna Moore, Chichi again, and those were for the top sellers. And then we had a bunch of directors happening. If you guys want to go into yours, you guys had a slew of them. I had a couple here.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out because I had two. I had Chantel Schmuth became director for or her manager level for the first time, which made Monique bronze for the first time. So they are on their way. And then you guys.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and knock out the real deal Dream Team Director and Up promotion. So we had Margaret Keithley, first time director, which made Anita Roy first time bronze director. We had Chi Chi, first time director in Canada too. That's awesome. Also enrolling and selling, knocked it out of the park. We had Ashley Michael, first time golden director. And we had Kathy Belcher was her new director leg. And then we also had Catherine Miller, first time director. We had Carly Klempt, first time director. Julie Lee, first time director. Meredith Maddox, first time director, which made Rachel Reiger first time bronze director. And then we had our first Emerald on the team, Emerald director, Tamara Swayze.
Woo!
So that was them.
Emerald!
Crushed it, you guys. Crushed it.
Crushed it.
Like, do you realize that was only September and like we're not even in, that's not even from Q4. Like, imagine what it's going to be in October and November.
That is so impressive and awesome. And so many people like are really on path to hit director. So many re-ranked if they fell back in the summer. So it was a lot of excitement or pathways to new promotion. So definitely excited about this month and moving forward.
Yes, we had some new directors as well. We had some double ranks this month. It's always exciting when you do a double rank in a single month. So Miss Heather Manley, she came in mid-August. Okay, so she's only been in the business for 6 weeks. She had director her first month, and then in September, she hit bronze, and then she hit golden. She hit golden like with a week to go in the month. So she's like a solid golden. And then Miss Danielle Baker also double ranked. She hit director while we were at Pharma Synergy. And then she also hit bronze. Okay, so she double ranked to bronze, and then her husband Jason Baker hit director, and then Jen Myers hit director. So overall, with everyone, I think we had 11 directors, 4 bronze, 2 golden, and 1 emerald.
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing. You guys, that's so amazing. Like the momentum is just incredible.
And speaking
Definitely.
of momentum, sorry, Brittney.
No, I was just agreeing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I figured tonight we could just talk about, it's Q4. Like, what are some of the things that we're doing? I know Brittney has someone who's going to come on and share some tips. I want to just share, remind you guys of obviously the promotions that we have, but just share kind of what I'm doing right now that's really getting people to finally start reaching out to me. We always want to be reaching out to people. We always going to be proactive, but it's always nicer. Drop a 1 in the comments if you would rather have people just DMing you saying, hey, can I get the link for that aloe? Hey, how do I sign up? Hey, tell me how I can get that coffee. It's always like, I know that I'm like doing something right when people are like DMing me and I'm not having to like go fishing as much. So if you do both, you're going to set yourself up for success going in to Q4. So what I have been doing is I have just really been honing in on a handful of products. And I had asked my husband to bring the recharge sticks up. I just got the recharge sticks. Okay. So make sure, okay, Brittney has them. They just arrived like just a couple of hours ago. So I have just really been really honing in on these products. And I always talk about these products, and people, it's like when you try to talk about everything, it could be a little too much, right? But like when you have your handful of like hook products, that's people are going to start asking you about certain things. And so that's why I rotate. It just kind of depends on like what I'm feeling, like what my mood is, right? But these are the things that I'm really talking about a lot now. You hear me? And I know we just had a price increase today. I haven't gone in and looked at the prices, but this is my pitch. Every time I'm doing my live video, I'm doing my makeup, I always mention how affordable my BB cream is. I always talk about how affordable the foundation is. It was like $8.25 or something. It might be like $9 or $10 now. I mean, still, even if it's 12, like, come on. Like, I had a lead tell me last week that she paid over $60 for some sort of Lady Gaga foundation. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? You paid $60 for a foundation? I didn't even know Lady Gaga had foundation. But then I talk about how the reason that you're paying that much whenever you shop in Ulta or you shop in Sephora and you pay for these brand names is because not only are you paying for the brand name itself, but you're paying for the celebrities who endorse it. Lady Gaga's name doesn't come cheap, okay? Like, she has brand equity. You're also paying for rent in the store. If you're buying from a department store or an Ulta or a Sephora, you're paying for their employees, you're paying for their lights, you're paying for their insurance. Okay, you're paying all of those things, and that's why you're paying $40, $50, $60 or more for a foundation. So I work that in constantly into every video that I'm doing where I'm talking about my makeup, natural coverage, and I really focus in on the affordability, okay? And then I always talk about how they can get an influencer account and they can unlock their 50%. And that doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't obligate them to sell anything. They can just buy products and enjoy the discount if that's what they want to do. So it's very like easy breezy, like no pressure, like, hey, I'm just your bestie talking to you, sharing like what I'm using and that I'm liking. Okay. So I always talk about the BB cream. My other product, drop a 2 in the comments if you've gotten the brown mascara. Okay, a lot of you have heard me talk about the brown mascara over and over and over. And if you haven't gotten the brown mascara, you need to get the brown mascara for the fall. I just ordered like 5 on my order that's coming because it's limited edition and I don't want to run out. So I'm constantly reminding people that it's limited edition. I'm constantly reminding people to stock up. I'm letting people know how I like that it is like a softer look and it's not as harsh because as women age, a lot of times the black can be, it can be a little bit harsh. So, I mean, I don't know if you can see my eye makeup. It's a little dark in here. I got my big bright light, but a very like natural look. So that's the other makeup product that I really talk about a lot and I focus on when I'm doing my makeup. And then of course, this is just visually, it's going to grab people's attention. I did a photo last week. I got a lot of comments on the photo. I've been working it into my live videos. And here's the thing, this, drop a 3 in the comments for me if you feel like this palette is a little intimidating. Okay, I'm constantly telling people I'm not very good at doing my makeup. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just like, hey, I don't know. I'm probably messing this up. It probably doesn't look very good. You can correct me in the comments. I just listen, and it's not an act because I really truly am not that great at doing makeup, but I do like a good enough job. Okay, like it's good enough, but I'm not an expert. I'm not a pro. I'm not good at technique. I'm not one of those people that's like binge YouTube videos. And I know I'm not Melissa Davis. Okay. Like Melissa is amazing. But I do that and I say all of that for relatability. So today I did my video, I did my colors and I'd ask them like, which ones do you think I should use? And I was like, okay, you know what else you can do with this eyeshadow is, I don't have my brush here, but I have one of the little like smaller brushes. And like, I was like, okay, you can use some of the shimmer to like kind of highlight right here. And then I was like, should we, go with a safe color or, ooh, maybe I'll do this like pinky purple color right here. And so I did the pinky purple color, like just for fun. I don't know if you can still see it or not. It's like very subtle. But visually, if you can be showing this on camera, it's very, it pops in the newsfeed. Also, the other thing I constantly mention about this palette, you guys, it's only $37.50. Can you believe it's only $37.50? grab your influencer account. If you already have your account, log in, make sure you grab this. It's limited edition. It's only $37.50. Okay. So again, I'm always like really focusing on the affordability. So it doesn't have to be a lot of products that you're really going in depth on. Just find a handful of the ones that like you really like, that you use every day, that you feel passionate about, and talk about those things. And really, the thing about marketing, and this was something that I even struggle with as a marketer, is so many of us don't want to repeat ourselves because we feel like, oh, we've already said that. They've already heard us. I feel like I've said that a million times. I have to constantly remind myself to tell your story, Brooke, tell your story, Brooke. My uplines, Bianca is always like, Brooke, why aren't you telling your story more? And it's like, oh yeah, like I just assume everyone knows my story. Everyone doesn't know your story. I had a new influencer join just a few days ago, and she texted me about Brittney and was like, hey, can you send me that girl's information? Like her story was really inspiring to her. So you never know like who's coming in, who hasn't heard your story, that is going to inspire people. It might be someone in your downline who doesn't directly know you, but there's something you guys have in common. Okay. So those are the things that I'm using as far as makeup. And then also aloe. I talk about the aloe all the time. I know I got so many of you. Drop a 4 in the comments if you're hooked on the aloe. I know whenever a lot of you first came in, especially Brittney's team, aloe was out of stock in Canada. I'm sorry that you don't have aloe. We're giving you FOMO
You
right now.
will.
Not yet. But it was out of stock for like the first 2 months that Real Deal Dream Team was here. And so you guys heard me talking about it, but you didn't get to try it. So when it finally came back in stock, everyone got it because they kept hearing me talking about it. And now you are all hooked on the aloe, which brings me to the promo that we have going on right now. I did 2 live videos today, and I just drilled it in about the $6. Hey, you guys, just get your influencer account. It's just $6 to enroll. You're going to unlock 50% off of everything, and you're going to get a free bottle of aloe. Do you know this is a $45 retail product? You're going to get it free. You know that you're basically just paying for shipping. So again, I'm just like really, you can feel my conviction, right? How many of you were on our sales series last month where we talked about sell or be sold? Okay, like I am sold. I am selling you right now. You can sell yourself on your own BS, on your own limiting beliefs, all your mindset garbage, telling yourself that you can't be successful, blah, 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 blah. But I am selling you on what I believe, which is that you can have success in this business. This is a simple business. This is a fun business, and we have amazing products. And also get your aloe, okay? Get your aloe. I love the aloe. The thing that I've been doing for my glow drink recently is I've been mixing these two. Okay, so I've been doing the aloe with the new L-carnitine plus. Very simple, and that's how I'm marketing it. This is my simple 2-step aloe or glow drink. So it's not a bunch of ingredients. I feel like sometimes when it's a bunch of things, people can get overwhelmed. So I'm really focusing on simplicity and affordability. And then with these, just the flavor is so good. I'm reminding people like, hey, like there's no artificial flavor. Like, you know, that for some people that was a concern. The flavor tastes amazing. So you're getting your bloat blasting. We're controlling our blood sugar. We're helping with the your ability to go to the bathroom because you're not full of it. And then we're also burning fat at the same time. So those are the things that I've really been focused on with my marketing. Another little tip that I will share with you is that I have just been showing up a ton, like a ton. Like if you think you're doing enough, you're not. You need to be doing more. Like the more that people can see, so I'm just going to move my desk up a little bit. The more that people can see your face in the news feed, the better. Like don't think like, oh, like they've been seeing too much of me. Like no, like you want them to think about you whenever they go to sleep at night. Okay, you want them dreaming about you and your aloe glow. So little tip that I've been doing is a lot of times we'll share our more like intimate things on our stories. Like again, with your repetitive things that you're doing daily, whether it's your coffee or it's your aloe or whatever your daily routine is, I'll usually film those on stories, and I'll just give a little update or something on stories. And I was like, why am I not putting this in my news feed? So I'll put it in my story, and then I'll download it, and then I just pop it right over in my Facebook news feed. And now people are seeing more of me more consistently. Like it doesn't have to be so polished. So just remember, not everyone might see your story, but if you can get a video like that, a short clip, less than a minute, in the feed at least once a day, and you're just repurposing the content. That's another thing that you can be doing is repurpose your content, talk about things more than once. I'm going to do a whole deep dive on social media. We're going to have a series, which reminds me, Bianca, I reached out to Bianca a few days ago when I was like, Bianca, Miss IG Queen. If you don't know Bianca, she's one of our uplines. She has 100,000 Instagram followers. She's made millions of dollars on social media. She's a new mommy. So I was like, would you be willing to do like an exclusive call for our team? Like where you just give us all of your Instagram secrets, because she is the queen of Instagram. And so everyone that has 125 PV, that's everyone in the entire downline, under Amy, under me, under Brittney, everyone's included. Everyone that has 125 PV by the 7th, by the end of the night on the 7th, you'll just fill out the form. I posted it in the Empire Builders team page. There's a Google form for you to just fill out, and that way it makes communication easy, so we can just email or text you the information. But you're going to get access to an exclusive training with Bianca on Instagram. So that's just the moral, is just like show up more, repeat yourself, recycle your content. If you think that you've talked about it too much, like, no, like you can take the same piece of content, you can turn it into a story, you can make it a live video, you can make it oh my gosh, like a photo with a feed post. Like there's so many different things that you can do, and you never know what's going to pop off. You guys have heard me talk about this viral video I had. Like if you're following me, like I've talked about it for like the last couple of weeks, that I had this viral video. I was trying on a hoodie in Costco. That was going to be a story. You guys, like I just literally had Jason film it for me. I was like in the middle, I was like putting it on. I was like, hey, film this real quick. It's gonna be funny, like haha, like I'm in my 40s, I'm buying my clothes at Costco now, like it's all downhill from here, right? And anyhow, it was just like a candid in the moment trying on this hoodie, which was like there was nothing special about the video. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me just test this out over on TikTok. Like I'm getting inspired by Brittney to start trying more like TikTok stuff and see like what I can get going over there. I got like 250,000 views. So I was like, all right, well, let me just put it on Facebook. Like, I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like I got like 250,000 views on TikTok. I got over 2 million views on Facebook, and I got like 300 or 400 new followers from it. Okay. And it wasn't even supposed to be anything that went in my news feed. Like it was just going to go on my story. So it's the things that go, if you're thinking about the things that go on your stories, like the videos, like where you're talking, like not like graphics and things like that, but videos, put them in your feed, just pop them in your feed. Okay. So that's what's working for me right now, is showing up a lot, reaching out, talking to people, being direct. When I have conversations with people, I'm not like beating around the bush. I'm just like, hey, like, do you want to go ahead and sign up with that promo? Like, hey, did you still want to grab that aloe? Hey, when am I going to get you to join my team? Like I asked Brittney, how much do I follow up, Brittney?
She follows up. I've shared, like, that's one thing, you guys, like we met in 2020 and she consistently for that former company, up until a month before she joined pharmacy, was trying to get me to join that former company. And then she moves to pharmacy, and then now trying to get me to come to pharmacy. And I was a little bit more curious about pharmacy because I'm like, what got her over there? But I, of course, I had no intentions. I was just curious on like what made her go.
She was nosy. And she was like, what?
I was nosy. Yes. As soon as she posted it, I'm like, where did this girl go? And so I just needed to know all the details and stuff. But she still, again, like I sent it in one of our leader chats, like she was at home office. So I didn't sign up till February 7th. And she, like in January, was at home office, made a video at home office, had Gokin say hi to me, sent me a influencer box. And at this point I was like, I don't want to waste your time. I'm not joining. That was what I kept saying to her. But she's so like me literally saying I am not joining, and she's still checking in with me, And what if she didn't? Look, it would look a lot different.
Yeah, it would. I remember saying to you, I said, Brittney, what would have to happen for you to be open to checking out pharmacy? That was what I said to you. Like, I was like, in what scenario? Like, what would have to happen? Like, that would
Color Street like, closed down.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Right?
But I never thought it would happen.
Right. Hey, listen, God works in mysterious ways. And Christine Kiefer, welcome to the team, by the way. She is also someone that I have worked on and followed up with for years and years and years. And she finally last week was ready to do it. So you never know when people's situations are going to change. And you know what's going to sell people is your confidence. It's like, and your consistency. One of the things that I think is like under talked about in our industry is that, like, listen, if you're coming in new, like, manage your expectations. Like, if you don't have an online brand, you haven't built trust with your audience, yes, you can still be successful, but it might take you a little bit longer than someone that does. And so the more that you show up and you build trust with people, the easier it's going to be for you to get them. Like, Christine wouldn't have joined with me. Brittney wouldn't have joined with me if they hadn't seen me being, like, you know, consistent day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Am I right or am I right? Let me see
Well,
some
and I've
heads.
said that, and you shared a little bit even about, you know, how you hit platinum your second month. And what is very common in this industry is you shared, like, you had a few rough months, a rough journey, you slowed down, it wasn't your expectations as a top leader. And what happened, and you even fell back. What happens when that most people is they stop showing up. What did Brooke do? Brooke went harder. She launched the fitness challenge. She invested more time. She showed up even more. And what most people do is they back up. They stop showing up, they get quiet till it fizzles down. But that's usually the point where the breakthrough is about to happen, essentially, because most people do. They're like, oh, I'm not getting the results, I'm falling back, let me show up less. That's never ever going to be the answer to things getting better, is showing up less. People, like, I know for me, I was looking for someone that had work ethic. I know most people, like, when I've had people find me on YouTube, they like, you know, how I'm a consistent leader, I'm present. Even in, like, hardest times of my life when different things are going on, I still show up the exact same way. So people know I'm going to show up the same way, regardless what's going on, because and also it's your belief in the business. No one wants to partner with someone that they think that if they're going to get in their feelings and then they're just going to bounce on them. Because, you know, a lot of people have that experience too. They want someone that's going to be present for them. So if they're like, oh, and they can sense if you don't have the belief either. So
Absolutely.
for
I
sure.
also, you were talking about the things that I did, and you know, you're right. I hadn't even thought about that, Brittney.
Yes, that. Oh, those too. Yeah.
I went all in on, like, gear. I was like, okay, I got to step my game up because I had, you know, I had like a learning curve starting over, you know, it's like, it's my 1 year mark. So it's like a lot of reflection. And I think, you know, managing your expectations, whether you're coming from somewhere else and you're starting over new, or you're just brand new to the industry, or maybe you've taken a break. Some of you have been in MLM before, and then you had like a little break and then you're jumping back in. Being consistent will make all the difference for you. The intensity and the consistency.
Trying something new, just being excited. One thing I was thinking when you were sharing about the palette is one of the things, because I've actually sold two, was one just sharing how my daughter liked it. So it's a good gift, right? And so sharing, like, her experience, because 14 and 15-year-old, that's a tough audience. If they're liking something, it's good. And also just kind of sharing too, like, that there is literally you know, certain shades make eye colors pop. They have it in there for every single eye shade. So makeup artists, that's very appealing. So I was getting and girl does makeup, and I was like, yeah, we just got this new palette, and I was like, and it's really cool, perfect for fall. And I said, and I looked it up, and she was like, oh wow, no, I could use this for all of my weddings, you know. And so, like, that's something, people like to learn new things. And so you sharing, you teaching things, people always are going to, like, want to learn something. And then also your experience. So one thing I know works for me is literally just being real and sharing my results. I had a huge zit on my face last week, and I literally did day by day with tea tree serum. It's zapping, just kept it real. Never ever a year ago would I have shown and, like, zoomed in on this. But I'm telling you, I had 3 orders. I had someone sign up. People were sharing it because it was a real result from 24 hours of me using it. People, and they know me, so they know I'm not lying and making it up. Like, I'm just showing them. And then when I'm using something consistently, I'm not really talking about like I'm just saying the problem it's solving for me. So when I'm making my nightcap, I'm saying, yes, it's helped me so much with sleep. I sleep so much better. And you just keep saying that over and over again. Well, what's the thing you were saying that's helping you with sleep? What's the thing you're saying that's helping you with bloating? You know, what can you tell me? What did you say helped you lose almost 30 pounds? Like, talk about the problem that it's solving over and over again with you. And people trust you. They don't think you're trying to, share like these graphics from wherever. They're like, it's you. Like, she's using it. It's working for her. And she's selling it based off of the problem that it's actually solving for her.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that we just have such a diverse product line, you guys. So like everyone might have like a little bit of a different thing. Like I'm reading some of the comments, like Leanne says, I do the aloe and the vitamin C in the morning. So, everyone's going to have their own things. And that's what's so great about our product line is that people can really get in the product line. They can play with the product line and they can find the things that are going to be the things that they integrate into their personal life, but then that they're become their hook products because those are the things that they're using and they're selling. And it's obviously going to be much easier for you to sell something if you're using it. Like you're probably not selling something if you're not using it. But again, we have this amazing community here. So there are plenty of products that I don't use or that Brittney doesn't use or that Amy doesn't use that you guys are buying because you're all selling to each other. And so that's another important thing to remember too, is you're not only showing up for those new people that are enrolling, you're showing up for your team. You're showing them, you're leading by example by showing them what to do, but you're also introducing them to products and ways to use products. And if you're not leveraging the Glow Up Gang, definitely leverage it. I started it like months ago and my gosh, I mean, it's just like rolling on its own. I think we have almost 3,000 people in there now. So it's like really got a lot of amazing before and afters and testimonials.
One thing I know we said we were going to talk about promos. Did you guys see the PV incentive this month? The makeup brushes, incredibly cute mini brush kit. So I just want to remind you, make sure you share with your teams that is from October 1 through the 10th only, 250 PV. So that could be you putting in your order for the month or getting customer orders, whatever that looks like. But it's only through the 10th. And then also the 125 ones are great this month too. You've got the dry shampoo and calendula face cream, but I want to make sure you got your makeup brushes. Yeah. So super, super cute. And so I wanted to make sure that I clarified that was through the 10th for the mini makeup brushes while supplies last. So we definitely have had some times where promos kind of ended quicker. I hope that's not the case, but I just want to say they did say why supplies last.
And don't forget, Issa has her incentive. I know I see Amy's wearing hers. I keep mine in my office because it's so just cozy. And if I get cold, I put it on. I don't know if you noticed, I set my office up and I got like my clothes rack. So I kind of have like a vibe going in here now. But if you get 125 PV today, she puts you in a drawing for a Pharma Synergy hoodie. I don't know if you guys saw that graphic or not. But
and she's running a report on it, so you don't have to worry about like putting in like, entering anywhere. She's just going to run a report.
Yeah, you guys, we have so many incentives. There's so much energy and excitement. You just got to get out there and share it. That's really what
20% off on hair and brow till the 3rd. Like, get up there with your brows. The new toothpaste in the US, I looked up this, so I guess it's like it has fluoride in it. It's a little more higher powered whitening. That's the difference than what we have. And so some of the OG girls that have been here for a while said it's amazing. So that's the difference between the new toothpaste versus the old. So I want to make sure you guys know all that too.
I'm excited to try it. Just don't swallow it and you'll be fine, right?
Yeah. So I
Amy.
see Stephanie jumped on. After Amy, we'll get Stephanie too.
Amy, you want to share? You're be quiet.
Oh, I'm just soaking all in what you guys are saying. Like, this is all really good stuff. Everything you're saying is everything, that I feel and that I practice, just consistently showing up and just, your intensity. And, it is true when they say like the pace of the leader is the pace of the team, right? So when you slow down, your team will naturally slow down. They follow your lead. So remember that, right? And so what Brooke said is important. When you feel like you want to slow down or back up, that's when you need to go actually harder, right? That's what, because most people, like they said, is, they get discouraged, things aren't working, and then their first reaction is to just slow down and back off. But no, you just keep showing up more, because literally you're just one decision away from a breakthrough every single time. You'll never know if you're going to get that breakthrough if you walk away, right? I did that many times over in my journey when it comes to network marketing. Before my last company, I was in 10 different companies because I did that very thing. I was living proof of that for 17 years. I was in and out of 10 different companies, because what would happen is I would start a company and I would try little things, talk to my family and friends, buy some product, and then I would hit a little wall where nothing would happen. I'd get discouraged. And then what would I do? I would back off and I would start blaming the products. They're too expensive. Nobody wants to buy this. All the excuses started coming out of me. And I would then stop and then try it again. And I did that pattern over and over and over again for 17 years. And that's like, that was grueling, right? Like, why would I torture myself? It's because I never pushed through when it becomes hard. It will be hard to show up when you feel like you're talking to nobody. It'll be hard to show up when you feel like nobody's listening, when you're not making any sales, no one's joining your team. It's hard to show up more. But I can tell you from my 17 years of experience doing that, walking away is not the answer. It wasn't until I decided to stick through it, that's when the magic happened. When I stuck through, when people were saying no, and when I got really hard and I went harder, that's when it all happened for me. And that's what happened for Brooke. That's what happened for Brittney. All the people that have success in this company is the same thing. We all have the same stories. We didn't walk away. We went harder. We dug in deeper. So I have to really share that, because everyone will go through it. I talk about the 3 month. I find it goes in 3 month cycles, because that's our business is very cyclical, if you want to kind of put it like that. What you do today, you won't see the results until maybe 3 months down the road, 30, 60, 90 days. So that's what happens. So when you're starting to get that momentum, 3 months, all of a sudden you'll get a bunch of momentum, and then bam, you'll hit a little wall again and go, oh shoot, what's happening? It's fine. That's when you dig in, because it's gonna go in rounds. It's like it's almost like clockwork. I've been doing this for 27 years. I've been in network marketing, and I can tell you it's a 3 month cycle. You go fast, and then you go slow, and then you go fast and you go slow. But most people never go through the slow. They only like to be there for the fast. And that's not a way to find success. You have to go up and you have to go down. You got to plow through it. That's all. Sorry. That's my little rant.
Definitely
Oh,
seasons, 100% seasons, and you kind of decide like how you work during each different season.
Why is Brooke laughing?
You have to check the chat roll.
Are you saying I went harder? Is that what you're saying?
She's fighting her intrusive thoughts. Avery said.
You said you were in like 10 different companies. I said you were an MLM slut before,
Yes, I see that. You're so funny. It's true. That's what I was though. But that's what happens
But
when
it's incredibly common. So someone's like, oh my gosh, it's slow. I'm not having results. It must be the company. Let me jump to another company. Then 3 months. Let me jump to another company. Then it's slow. Then it's because they are not seeing that that's going to be the case no matter where you are. So you just have to plant your flag and make a decision.
Yes.
My D of the dream, just make a decision. D. Can you unmute Stephanie? I definitely want to hear her tips too for quarter 4.
Ma'am. I'm excited to hear from Stephanie. Here we go, Stephanie. You have the floor.
Hello, thanks for having me. So I actually piggyback off of that. last month actually was a slower month for me. Kind of fell back a rank. So, but I'm just going to go harder this month. And so what I'm actually doing with my team is we're kind of getting back to the basics. And I think that if you are struggling or finding yourself maybe not as many sales, or you want to grow, for me, in my previous company, it's always been when I hit those walls, okay, let's go back to basics. Let's make sure I'm doing all the things, the daily methods of operation, but really doubling down on making sure we're messaging people, we're showing up like Brooke was saying, and all those things. So for my team, I actually created a pharmacy bingo for this month, and it's all around income producing activities. There's only like two things on there, PV and enrolling. So if they get a bingo, they get entered to win in a big prize, but if they get a blackout card, they automatically get a prize. So kind of just really emphasize the importance of doing these income producing activities. And one thing I'm really emphasizing, and I think Brooke maybe mentioned it, and Brittney too, is showing up with your face. A picture of you with the product, a video of you using the product, tutorials, share your routine. Hey, come with me. I'm making my morning glow drink and let's talk about the day, or let's talk about this funny thing that happened. Or even just here's how you make my glow drink, or here's how you do this eyeshadow. Because people don't want to just see a graphic. Yes, graphics are great and they're a super helpful tool. Yes, Lisa, building your brand. But if people just see graphics, they could buy from anybody. But like, why are they going to buy from you? Because you're entertaining, you're educating, you're relatable. So just really be yourself. Also on camera, I know that's really hard to do. When I first started showing up online, I was super introverted. So when I started with Color Street back in the day, I was very shy. Um, did never dreamed I would be just like hopping on a call like this and just talking. But just start showing up is a huge tip that I have. Um, and then another thing is, we're heading into the holidays. So start keeping that in mind. One thing I'm going to focus on is trying to like promote products that are giftable, like our face masks, um, hand creams or hand lotion or body wash, and maybe like, yes, stocking stuffers. Perfect. Kind of start focusing on some of that stuff. Also, one thing that has really helped me, I kind of at the beginning when I started, there's so many products and then we have a lot of promos. So I'd just be like, hey, this is big sale. But then no one was shopping the sale, of course. So teammates, everybody had a lot of tips, but just be sure you're picking your favorites that are in the sale and show that. So like if the toothpaste is on sale, hey, this is my toothpaste I use every day. It's help whitening. It doesn't, da 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 da. How it works for you, like Brittney said, because then you're giving a real life testimonial, a real life experience, not just, hey, there's this big sale on all these things and you can go check it out. But why should they check it out? Because there's this great dry shampoo that doesn't leave any residue and it gives volume and show you using it. So that's a huge tip that I have and that's helped me. And I think it's helped my girls as well on my team to kind of just narrow that down because we have so many products. So, and you may have said this, I was in and out of the call, but like pick a few, I think you did, a few hero products to really focus on and dial in. And then when we do have a sale, do some of those products too. But like, I've really been personally focusing on like my morning glow drink with the Aloe quarantine, da 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 da, and then the midnight touch and a few of those little things. Like pick a few things so it's not so overwhelming. And then as you continually share those, like they've already said, people will start to recognize you for that. Um, oh, thanks, April. That's so sweet. But yeah, so those were kind of my main tips.
Such good tips and all very, yeah, like I said, you say, oh, there's a sale and there's 50 things, like people are lazy, honestly, too. And so they're like, if they feel like they have to like sift through, like point them to what you want them to shop on the sale. And so like say like exactly like, oh, it's toothpaste, send them the link to the toothpaste and then they'll see other things, right? Yes, Hotlist is amazing.
Yes,
Obviously, that's
absolutely.
what, if you're using 3 products, always have a hot list ready. Don't just say, here's my link, because I promise you 99% of the people are not going to search for the product, even if they want it. You literally have
100%.
to hand it to them on a platter. Like if we could enter people's payments, they would want us to do that too. Like you have to be on top of it for people, make it as easy and simple as possible. Extra customer service, you know what I mean? Like for people like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I very rarely send my just shopping link. It's always either the enrollment link or a hot list. And what I'll do when I make someone a hot list, like they might see it and they're like, oh, $95. I don't know if I want that. So I'll just say, hey, and by the way, if you want to get these products 50% off, just scroll to the bottom and click become an influencer. That way you have a customized enrollment for, someone who's signing up. Maybe they've already expressed they want to sign up as an influencer and you've discussed products. You can put those things on there and make them a custom product pack. Or if they're just expressing interest in the products, I'll send them the hot list and I say, by the way, if you want to get 50% off of everything, just scroll to the bottom, click become an influencer. It's $20 to unlock the discount. And so I'm most always constantly reminding people, because you guys, like, we have such a unique opportunity with pharmacy. Like I was used to selling high-end things. I know some of you came from a place where you were selling like $8 nail strips. I was selling Amy and I were selling like $150, $200 worth of shampoo. So the affordability has been like a really good sellable point. And if you really want to build your volume and get your team popping, you want a ton of buyers. You want a ton of people who are loving the products, who are ordering the products. I call it like a beauty buyers club. Like a lot of your influencers are just going to sign up for the discount, and that's okay, because when you build a big enough team, that volume is going to increase and you are going to make, a considerable amount of money from having those people who are obsessed with the products and the discount. Like sometimes I'll share when I'm doing my videos and my marketing about my income. Like last month I made like 13,000 something. And so I'll just say like, okay, so like, yes, you can sell and you can get a 50%, commission on products, but you know what? I'm not Kim Kardashian. I don't have like a huge audience. So if I wanted to like earn that same $13,000, like I would have had to sell personally $26,000 worth of products. So you see how that might be like a stretch, like even for someone like me. I mean, I have a modest audience, but it's not bad. I think I have like over 20,000 collectively between 2 platforms. So anyhow, I always just let people know like, hey, like it's okay to get an account, even if you're not going to sell. And it's okay to sign people up as influencers, even if they're just going to order you. And it's just really like, I have so many influencers who they just love the products. They're just obsessed with the products. They're not interested in selling, but sometimes they'll buy $200, $300, $400 worth of products. And you never know when they might get the bug and something shifts for them. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to jump all in and I'm going to sell.
And just to piggyback off this, I've been really going hard reminding my team of this, especially in the last week. If you have enrolled someone for a discount, do not forget about them. You are now treating them as a VIP customer. You're going to check in with them when they're promos. You're going to ask how they are with their products, because they're not paying attention to anything at this point. They just signed up. So do you want someone to sign up, place an order 1 month and then fall off in 6 months? No, like you need to be plugging in with them as if they're still a customer, offering them that extra service. You're not going to force them to build, but you're going to let them know when we have sales, when we have launches, check in on them. Do they want help, skincare recommendations, stuff like that. So you don't forget about those people just because they signed up for a discount. Like that is just another different separate group. So you have your team that's building, that you're being, checking in with team building stuff. And then you have your VIP customers that have accounts that you're treating as with customer service. So don't ever forget about that group. It's really, really important, because you never know too where they might make the jump over. But if you just forget about them, they're just gonna be like that. They just, forgot about me.
What I started doing is, even if someone just signs up because they wanted products and they wanted the discount, I still automatically send them the new influencer start here link. so they can get plugged into everything, because you just never know. Like truly, like I've had some people recently that were just signing up for products and then they plugged in and they're like joining calls and they're like, all right, let's do this. And I'm like, okay, like I was thinking they were just gonna like order, but like it looks like they actually want to build. So we never want to prejudge. We don't want to be pushy. But I love the flexibility with what we have to offer here, that it is so affordable, and truly everyone is welcome as to be part of our team, whether they're a buyer or they're a builder.
And don't forget, you guys, too, so tomorrow there's Pharmacy Momentum. They're going to go over all the tech updates. So we got a couple things kicking off big time.
Time
So
is that, Brittney?
11.
Okay,
So 11 Eastern. So some of the tech updates, and Pinar, our tech person, will be actually doing the training, going over, sharing the screen, showing, and remember, all these in beta, so it's just the start, but these are going to be really great. It's going to be all to help simplify your business. Also, we'll get more details on like the gift cards. I know some of us were playing around, figuring out, because gift cards are great for holiday season. So having that tool is going to be exciting as well. So lots of exciting things coming for the business as far as product wise, promo wise, tech wise. So I'm really excited.
And does that include the color matching they were talking
I think they're
about?
going to do I think everything that's supposed to launch this month they're going over.
Yes, I had someone asking me about that today, so I am excited about the color match. Well, it is going to be an incredible Q4. Drop some flames in the comments if you are ready to run, you are ready to build, you're ready to grow, you're ready to make money, and you're ready to set yourself up, honestly, for success rolling into 2026, which just even saying that sounds like wild to me. Like 2026, doesn't that sound like it's like so in the future? It's gonna be 2030 before we know it, guys. It's wild how time is just flying. I am so proud of everyone here. I just feel, like I said, it's my 1 year anniversary. I have so much gratitude for this company, for this team, for all of you, for trusting me, for trusting Brittney, for trusting Amy, for trusting your leaders, and taking a chance on this. Like truly, like your life can be so different in a year. Like my husband was telling me, I wish he was here so he could share, but like right before I came up for this call, I was like, hey, read the post I made on Facebook today. Like it was about, my 1 year since my resignation. And he's like, well, I want to tell you my perspective. And he's like, just like, he gave me his perspective of like how I had lost confidence and I had so much fear and I had so much doubt and I had so much worry, like leading up to this decision. And he's like, I know it hasn't been easy, but I have never once ever thought that it was a mistake. He's like, I always have known that you did the right thing by making the jump and going out on faith. And so you guys, we're just warming up here. We're just laying the foundation. Like we're just getting things going. So happy 1 year anniversary to our team, which is exciting. And we're just really grateful to have all of you on this journey. I mean, the best part about this industry is getting to do business with people that you love, that become like family, that you get to travel with, that you get to make memories with, that you get to create fun content with. I know Brittney, your girls like do some of the most fun content. I'm like, you guys have to do a training for us and like teach us your ways. I was like, everyone has different strengths and brings different things to the table, and we're all different, and that's what makes it's special. And so I just, truly, I feel so much gratitude for everyone, and I'm really excited for what we're going to build here.
Just the start, kicking off Rocktober. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, you guys, let's get out there and let's share those promos. Let's get the enrollments. Let's get it going. Have a good night.